The public announcement. You're finally in flow state and gliding through the test, kicking your feet because the test feels right for once. The teacher is doing that slow lap around the room, hands behind their back, just checking on everyone's test. You don't even look up, you're locked in, scribbling away. Then you feel a shadow over your desk. The teacher stops right behind you. Your entire flow just starts to get disrupted for no reason. You can feel their eyes scanning your paper like they're prime messy. They don't even say anything directly to you. They just stand there for like 15 seconds. Then they slowly walk back to the front of the room. Your ears lock in instantly. You know something is about to happen. Guys, can I have your attention for a second? They say, looking directly right into your soul. Make sure you guys are actually reading the questions correctly. Don't just rush into an answer that doesn't make any sense. Your ass instantly starts to sweat like you just ran a 10K. Your answer to this question is based on the last one. So if you're cooked for this question, then you're surely cooked for the whole test. Now, instead of focusing on the test, you start to calculate what you need on the test to actually pass the course. The folded test. You have 5 minutes left to do 3 questions and you feel like you're on a roll. You're finally in flow state. Your pencil is moving on its own. Answers to questions you have no idea about are appearing in your brain like it's some sort of miracle. You don't even stop to check your work. The last question suddenly makes sense. You circle an answer with so much confidence that you've never felt before. That's it. This is your comeback arc. You hand in your test with 1 minute to spare, leaning back in your chair like you rule the world. You're already imagining telling your friends how easy this test was. A few days later, your teacher says he's handing back the test. He mentions that everyone did great other than one student. This makes you laugh. You casually look around the room, scanning faces, silently guessing who messed up. You spot someone zoned out on their phone and another person staring directly at their desk. Yup, it's definitely not you who failed. As you look back up, the teacher is suddenly standing right in front of your desk. He says nothing. He places your test down gently, folded and face down. At this point, you know you're cooked. The failing student you were searching for was yourself. Your stomach drops and the room goes quiet. You flip the page. You're already bargaining. Please let me pass this one. And there it is, in big numbers. 18 out of 100. Now all you have to do next is see how quickly you can shove this test back into your bag. The ultimate heartbreak. You're in the back of class pretending to do your work when suddenly the girls in front of you start to talk. Your pencil moves, but you're just drawing those 3D essays. Although they're yapping about some random stuff, you're still kind of interested because you just want to hear your crush talk. Her voice gets your spidey senses to tingle, and she makes you want to get your life together. Then out of nowhere, they start to talk about who they like in school. You begin to sweat instantly. This could literally change the whole trajectory of your life. Now you're even more interested, anticipating what your crush is going to say. Your heart starts to beat faster for no reason. You tell yourself not to get your hopes up, but you don't listen to yourself. Then one of the girls suggests that your crush should go out with you. There's no way my dreams are about to come true right now, you think to yourself. But then she loudly says, "Ew." It feels like you got shot right in your heart and kicked in both of your ears. The room gets quieter somehow, even though everyone is still talking. Your face feels hot. You don't even know where to look. Your life goes from potentially one of the best days ever to suddenly the worst one. The cursed rumor. You're leaning against your locker, scrolling through your phone, trying to look busy, but your eyes keep shifting towards the girls standing by the water fountain. The popular girls are huddled up, and for some weird reason, they keep looking at you. Usually you wouldn't care, but then you hear your name. Your thumb stops moving on the screen, but you keep your head down, acting all nonchalant. Wait, did you hear? One of them whispers loud enough for the whole hallway to catch. I heard he actually has a massive crush on Jackie. Your stomach drops instantly. Jackie's the chop girl that everyone avoids. The one with the blue hair and dressed like she works at GameStop. You've never talked to Jackie in your life, but that doesn't matter now. The rumor is out and it's spreading like wildfire. Every guy walking past starts nudging his friend, and you start to hear laughter in distance. You can feel the stares burning into the side of your head. Then the worst part happens. Jackie actually walks by. The group of girls goes silent for a split second, and you know exactly what's about to happen next. There she goes, go talk to your girlfriend, someone shouts. The worst feeling is that you can't even do anything about it. If you defend yourself, you look mean. But if you stay quiet, everyone thinks it's true. You're trapped in a lose-lose situation. Instant failure. You're sitting on your chair letting out a long breath because you're finally finished. The test is sitting face down on your desk. You're thinking about everything you're going to do when you go home now that the test is finally finished. But then the huddle forms. The 3 smartest kids in class lean in close and start to discuss their answers. Your ears lock in instantly. You stop packing your bag and you don't move a muscle. You're listening to them go over the last page, the one that felt suspiciously easy. Your heart starts beating faster for no reason. You tell yourself you're overthinking it. You don't need to listen to these guys. The top student whispers the final solution, and the other ones just exhale in relief. It's definitely 208, they agree. Nothing else even makes sense. Your smile quickly turns into a frown as you realize that you put your answer as 3.6. And you know for sure there's no way 3 of the smartest kids all got the answer wrong. Then all you got left to do is pretend that you also wrote the answer the smart kids wrote so no one thinks you're an idiot. False confidence. You're leaning back in your chair feeling like you finally got the subject figured out. The teacher asks a question that makes the whole room go silent. Nobody's raising their hand. Your heart starts beating faster for no reason. You know this one. You've never been more sure of anything else in your life. You lock in and your hand shoots up before you can talk yourself out of it. The teacher looks surprised because you've never actually put your hand up before, but they call your name with a smile. This is your moment to finally look like the smartest person in the room. You say the answer clearly and loud enough for everyone to hear. You add a little bit of details just to show off. And for a split second, you actually feel like Albert Einstein. And then the teacher's smile just vanishes. Well, not quite what I was looking for, the teacher says. While your friend next to you covers their mouth trying to hide a laugh, the air gets sucked right out of your lungs. It feels like the classroom caught you with your pants down on a cold winter day. And it feels like the teacher is purposefully taking longer to move on to the next question. The battle inside your stomach. You're hunched over on your desk, gripping your pencil while the whole room is dead silent. The only thing you can hear is the noise of pencils of 30 people writing at the same time. It's the kind of quiet where you can even hear the clock move on the wall. Suddenly, you feel a weird ripple in your gut. You try to flex your abs as hard as possible to keep it contained. Your heart starts thumping for no reason. You're praying for someone to cough. You're begging for someone to drop a book or scrape their chair. Anything to break the silence. But everyone is locked in. Then, out of nowhere, your stomach lets out a long, high-pitched gurgle sound that sounds like a literal engine failing. It's loud, it's deep, and it vibrates right through the plastic of your chair and echoes off the floor. Maybe no one heard that, you think to yourself. But just as you start to lock back into your test, your stomach hits you with the aftershocks. It's like a war is going on in your stomach and your body's straight up dropping nukes in there. And the worst part is, because of the war inside of you, you haven't been able to write anything on your test and you've wasted 20 minutes trying to do damage control. Did any of these happen to you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Also, remember to subscribe for weekly videos.